Today on Know Your Produce, we're making chocolate covered apples. They're so easy to make and super delicious. Let's get started.
So we're using Granny Smith apples. They're very tart. If you wanted to use a sweet apple, you can absolutely do that, but I really prefer to use the tart apple, so that's what we're using today in this video. And you just want to take the apple and take the stem off the top. So we're gonna go like this, and we're gonna twist that off. And then put that right back into the bowl. So now I have two topping options. My daughter picked sprinkles and mini chocolate chips. So we're gonna use both of these. And then to cover our apples, we're gonna use Enjoy Life chocolate chunks. I also use this for my chocolate covered strawberries. So if you didn't see that video, I'll link it up there. And then we're also gonna use little skewers to put into our apples, so this way they're easy to hold. So the way we're gonna do that is we're just gonna drive it right into the apple on the top and go straight down. There we go. Boom. You could use thicker ones, you could use fancy ones. They sell like plastic reusable ones. You could use whatever you like. These are just easier for us, because I already have them in the house. I like to make little fruit kebabs, so that's why I have these. So I always have them in the house, and we can just always make chocolate covered apples. You can even use it for like chocolate covered bananas. And boom. There we go. So these are ready to be dunked into our chocolate. So now we're gonna use a double boiler method to melt our chocolate. I'm using a small saucepan and then a small glass bowl. And then we're just going to dump our chocolate in. I'm also going to be adding in a heaping tablespoon of coconut oil. You could also use like a vegetable oil. And we're just gonna mix that until it melts. And we do not want to have a boiling water. See how it's just hot? It's not boiling. So we're just basically slowly melting the chocolate. So we're just gonna mix this until it's melted fully. By using the coconut oil, we kind of thin the chocolate out. And it really helps it coat the apples much better. It's not as thick. You don't want to go overboard though, because if you add too much, it's going to be too thin. So just keep mixing until all the chunks are completely melted. So now our chocolate is beautifully melted. There's no more chunks, and we can dip our apples right in. So I have a tray ready. So once we're done with our apples, once we're done dunking them, we're gonna put them on. I lined it with unbleached parchment paper. You can also use a Silpat, but I don't have a small one that fits that pan. So I like to just cover my apple. I use a spoon to drizzle it over. So just get all that apple coated with the chocolate. Don't miss any spots. Once it's fully coated, I like to take the apple up and just give it a swirl. Get all the excess chocolate off. And then we're just gonna put it right onto the parchment paper and let it set. If you wanna just put some sprinkles on it, you can sprinkle it. You can do this. And you don't have to cover it completely. You just put as much as you'd like on there, and then put it down. And then for this one, we can put some chocolate chunks. Got a little bit of a sprinkle on that one. It's really just whatever you want to do. You can put whatever you want on it. You could even dunk them in, but I find when you dunk it, you get like a ton, and you don't want a ton on your apple, right? So. And now if you didn't want to cover that apple completely and you want some of that green to show, you can go around it and like leave a little bit of the center inside the apple. So you can have that beautiful green showing. You can cover it however you'd like. And then we're just gonna twirl it on the bottom, get all those spots that the spoon missed. And then now we twirl and get all that excess chocolate off. See how it falls right back in? Oh gosh, it's so yummy. I cannot wait to eat this. So now to let them set up, You want to stick them in the fridge because that's going to help the chocolate harden. And you also want to keep them in a refrigerator to keep them nice and fresh. And then once more, twirly, twirly, twirl. And then we're just gonna let those apples chill now. I'm gonna put them in the refrigerator and let them really set up. See you guys in about 20 minutes.
So our apples are done, they're out of the fridge and they are perfectly set, and all you need to do is gently pull them off and hold down that parchment paper and they come right off. Let's show you again. Gently pull it up, comes right off, and then you get some extra bits on the bottom, which are always fun. So now that the apples are done, you can enjoy them now, or you can refrigerate them for 3 to 4 days and have them for the week. They're perfect for parties or just when you want that sweet treat. So now I'm gonna show you quickly what it looks like inside. I'm being very careful because of my plate. I don't want to ruin my plate. Should have used a cutting board, but look at that. It is perfect. You can see right inside that apple, and here is the piece right here that I cut off. And then you can just enjoy this. Oh my goodness. So, so good. I love that tart and chocolate flavor together. The juicy apple, it's nice and cold. So good. Oh, a little bit of mukbang. If you didn't want to eat it like that, you can also bite right in. I'm gonna go enjoy the rest of my apple. I hope you guys like and enjoy this recipe as much as we do. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you next week with another delicious recipe. Bye, guys. I hope I don't have chocolate on my face. Oh, do I? I probably do.